Hi and welcome back to my channel. This is Mimo and here we have part 2 of Arabic writing, and it's focused on Egyptian sounds or pronunciation. If you haven't seen the first video, you will find the link in the description below. In the first video we spoke about the first 4 letters. In this video we will speak about 5 more letters. So the first letter we are going to speak about is Gim, and it's equivalent to G in English, and it looks like this. We go down there, stop at the line, and then do a curve, and then we have a dot here in between. So this letter looks a little like a seahorse, I guess, and it's the equivalent of G. Of course, keep in mind that every letter looks a little different depending on where you write it in the word, and I will show you how this works in a minute. The second letter we have today is a letter that looks exactly the same but without any dots, and it's called Ha. It's a very sharp H. There's a difference between H, just air coming out, and Ha. It comes a little deeper down your throat. Okay, and we have Gim, Ha, and the third one, which looks also the same, it's called Kha, with a dot over it. So we have 3 seahorses, dots underneath, no dot, and dot over. And there is no equivalent in English for that, so people usually just write KH, and it's H. I'm guessing people who speak German wouldn't have any trouble with this, maybe Russians and so on. But it comes with practice. So let's write a word using those letters. So if I write a word which means pilgrim in English, which is Hag, it would be Ha and then Gim. So this is a perfect word that shows you what the letters look like at the beginning and at the end. So it would look something like this. If you see the letter, we didn't go underneath the line. We kept going because we're going to connect it with something else. Looks like this, and then we will add this letter, and it's going to look exact same because we are ending the word. So if it's in the beginning, you don't go underneath. You just keep going to continue the word, and then you write it again, the same shape, and there it is. So this word, Hag, means pilgrim. Someone who's been to Saudi Arabia, he's done the pilgrimage, went to Mecca. This works the same way, the exact same thing. You just need to add this dot on top of here if you need it. Okay, so the next letter here is going to be Del, and it just looks like a 90-degree angle, so something like this, like the edge of a box or something, and this is equivalent to D in English, so it's called Del. It's very simple, you just write it like this. The next one, which is a letter that we don't really pronounce in Egyptian, it looks the exact same and with a dot on top of it, and it's Vel. It's the sound of the TH in the word this. So we have 2 different TH sounds in English. It's thing and this. So we have the letter for this sound and a letter for this sound. And Del would be the TH in this. Vel. The TH in thing, that was in the first video, and it's called Th. So how would I write those 2 letters in a word? Well, very simple actually. You, if it's in the beginning, you just keep it the same way it is. There, just like that. And if you want to use one of those, for example, dakh, we add kh, and then we continue with, let's say, with an alif, which is the first letter. There we go up, very simple, just like we went up in the first video. So we have da, kha, do, and then we add a letter that we haven't really discussed yet, but it's fine, you can learn it now, which is noon. Noon, it looks like a bowl or something with a dot on top of it. It's coming in the next videos, and it sounds like N in English. And dukhan, dukhan, okay, and this means smoke. Alright, and we're not speaking about the verb, we're speaking about the noun. So when there's smoke out of a fire, we say dukhan. Okay, so now you see what this letter looks like in the beginning. So what about the end? What does it look like in the end? If I say take, which is khud, so it's kh and then del, we would write it something like this. We start with kh, which is like this, there, at the beginning, and then we connect the del, don't forget the dot, we like this, khud, there. So it's very simple, it's written exactly the same way it is, we just connected it to the letter before. Just remember, we didn't go down, we kept going because we're going to connect it to something. So there's nothing down there, and khud means take in Egyptian Arabic. Remember, we're speaking about Egyptian. And that's it. This is how it works. Very simply, we have Gim, Ha, Kh, Del, and Vel. Thank you very much for watching. I would recommend that you download the Arabic keyboard on your cell phone, on your phone, so that you can see what the letters look like when you connect them. You can just type any random words. You don't really need to know the words, but if you can, you know, look at the words that you've learned or the letters, and you can just type them in your keyboard and you will see exactly how they can be connected. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you soon in lesson 3.